Well, with us now is Ellen Clifford from Disabled People Against the Cuts. Thanks very much indeed for coming in to talk to us. I know you were part of this demonstration, not in the House of Commons, but outside. I just wondered why you felt the need to demonstrate, given that the cuts in personal independent payments have been cancelled by the government.
So the U-turn by the government, announced by the new Work and Pension Secretary on Monday, was very welcome, obviously, but it doesn't go nearly far enough. So the protest today was to highlight the raft of other cuts that disabled people have suffered since 2010. Disabled people have been hit relentlessly. We're now the first state in the world to be investigated by the United Nations for grave and systematic violations of disabled people's rights. A report from research from the Centre for Welfare Reform showed that disabled people with high support needs have been hit 19 times harder than other people. So we're definitely not all in this together, and the protest today was really to show that we need reversals on other cuts, not least the employment and support allowance cut, which was pushed through by the government at the beginning of the month despite 2 rebellions in the House of Lords. And disabled people today were also saying that they wanted the resignation of the Chancellor, who pushes through tax cuts for the rich on the backs of disabled people.
But Ellen, hasn't the government promised to further increase disability benefits?
I think the question is, where is that money going to? Is it actually going to disabled people, or, as is more the case, going towards funding the contracts with discredited companies like Maximus and Atos?
Hold on, do you know that, do you? I mean, the government would, of course, argue that it is going straight to the disabled people.
Well, if you actually look at their forecasted spending, they're not making the cuts that they actually wanted to. But if we look at the reality of disabled people's lives, if we look at targets for cutting benefits, we see that again and again disabled people are being hit, and there is far less money for example, social care. The social care crisis, the budget shortfall is enormous.
So when David Cameron has said the government is committed to supporting the disabled, are you saying he's lying?
I think that reality shows that what's happened under this government is that disabled people's rights have gone backwards. That's why there was an investigation, and that disabled people have been disproportionately hit. Indeed, Ian Duncan-Smith actually suggested that the reason why cuts were being targeted at poorer members of society, which includes disabled people who are more likely to live in poverty, was because they don't vote for the Conservatives.
OK, Ellen Clifford from Disabled People Against the Cuts. We're grateful for your time. Thanks.